Crickets, it's your old pal Mr. Cricket here. In today's video, I'm sure as you can see from the title, man, we are in Greenwood, South Carolina again for another vlog and for visiting family. And I'm so grateful to be in Greenwood again and for the first time in 2026. So if you are excited for another vlog and the first vlog in 2026 and you enjoy the video and all that good stuff, man, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and let's hop into it. Today is going to be filled with joy, and we're going to talk about some cool stuff. I'm going to tell you guys about what I've been up to, all that fun stuff, man. So make sure to sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy. So as you guys know, about a few weeks ago we had the Black Ops 7 and Warzone integration come out for Call of Duty, and I want to know what your thoughts are. And I do want to apologize if the camera is wobbly. I cannot control that. It's cold outside, temperatures are freezing. In freezing times, temperatures are freezing. So it might be hard to keep the camera straight, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. But they did change out this light. But yeah, the Black Ops 7 and Warzone integration I am happy about. There are a couple downsides as far as that goes. The way that the perks are aligned, and you can no longer get self-revive kits from the buy station anymore. And I can't use all of my favorite perks together now for plunder. I remember when in the last Warzone you could use Scavenger, Cold-Blooded, and Ghost for plunder. Well, they took that away, and we can't use that together anymore now. Well, at least not for this Warzone. So, let me know what you feel like when it comes to the perks. How do you feel about the perks? Are you happy about the way they are? Are you upset about the way they are? I want to know. And yes, as you can see, we are in the car again. We are in the little white Kia again because the big white Ford has a tire problem right now, and it does not need to be on the road with its conditions. But I will be in that next time, most likely. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are up here for Christmas again, as you guys know. And for those that don't know, I usually come up to Greenwood about once or twice a year. I come every year for the boys' birthday, my twin nephews. They're now 12. They turned 12 on July 27th. So that's something new with us. And I can't believe it, man. My twin nephews. My boys are now 12. Can't believe my brother has two twin boys that are 12 now. So on July 27th of this year, they're going to be 13. Also, Greenwood has gotten a couple changes too since I've last been up here. If you did not see back there, they're changing the O'Charlie's building and they're making it the OG Mexican restaurant. Owned, I believe, by this guy named Ernesto, so let me know what your thoughts are on that. And yeah, we're going to be going to my brother's house soon to hang out with him and the boys, but I wanted to get a part of the vlog in before then, you know what I'm saying? So we'll do our first part of the winter vlog this time. It literally has no preference for the name. You can pretty much call it whatever. But yeah, originally I was gonna come up for Christmas last Friday, but my Aunt Donna didn't know what she wanted to do about Christmas and when she wanted to do it. Excuse me. And so she decided to push it until this week, in which that I am perfectly fine with. I am not in control of when we do our family Christmas up here in South Carolina. But I did hear that they're supposed to be moving the Chick-fil-A double drive-thru. It is rumored. And last I heard, they're going to be moving that to be in the Burton Plaza Shopping Center up here, I believe is what the information on Facebook said. But yeah, we'll be having our family gathering for Christmas tomorrow, and it will be my brother and my twin nephews and my aunt and my cousins. So it's going to be a fun time with everyone there. It's going to be wonderful getting to see everyone again. And as some of you may know, I just turned 22 a few weeks ago. I had a wonderful birthday. Thank you to everyone that took the time to wish me a happy birthday. It is very much appreciated, and I'm super grateful for all of you. Also, if you did not know, earlier in the year, in March of 2025, my dad, Eric, and I got into airsoft. Thanks to our airsoft buddy, Stephen Vaughn, who would be watching this today, I am sure, but he unfortunately died a couple months ago because of lung cancer. So it was a sad time for our new friends, Katie and Elijah. Katie is the girl that my dad, Eric, and his girlfriend, Christina, work with. They work for Sam together, and if you do not know what that is, I know it's a name, but what they work for, the name Sam, or the word Sam, is short for surveying and mapping. Let me see if I can get the camera straight. Are you trying to hold it with one hand? But yeah, airsoft is a lot of fun, and my dad and I are going to be going to play airsoft about at least once a month for now. We will definitely be getting back out in the airsoft arenas sometime in January, so sometime this month at the time of this recording. Airsoft is so much fun, and it's basically just like playing Call of Duty in real life with real guns, only the guns are not real, but they look real without the orange tip on them. And if you need information about airsoft and you want to know all about airsoft, my dad Eric is an airsoft tech now, so he has all the information on that. If you want to get in touch with him, do not hesitate to do so. Also, we're going to be starting a new YouTube channel very soon. I will put the links in the description in all of my videos when the new channel gets created, but I will not be running that channel alone. I will not be running that channel by myself. My dad, Eric, is going to be running that channel with me. So it'll be a channel that he and I run together. It's going to be super dope. We're very much looking forward to starting our own YouTube channel together, and it's going to be all about airsoft. Okay, that's coming out very soon. Not sure when exactly, because we have not decided on a date yet for the new YouTube channel release, but when it does come out, I will make sure to let you guys know about it. That way y'all can click that notification bell, smash the like button on the videos, because we're grinding these channels to the moon. So subscribe. We could really use it. We could use the subscribers, for sure. And if you do not hit that subscribe button, you're gonna have some bad luck coming your way. All jokes, I'm just teasing. But yes, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, and hit the like button. But yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit around the town that I was born in and where I'm originally from. As most of you know, I do not live on the west side of Cumming anymore. I live in the Stone Mountain area now. And also, if some of you do not know, we are into Miracle League Baseball. That's right, Miracle League Baseball is a great thing to do. Great thing for people with special needs. And Miracle League Baseball is playing baseball in real life. If you are interested in joining the Cumming Forsyth County Miracle League, you are more than welcome to join. And it's really good. Really good for people with special needs. And it's open for anyone to play. And I'm super blessed to be a part of it. So this coming up here on the right is the school I went to. When I was born, I went to the Greenwood Early Childhood Center, which is right there. I told you, man, all information is getting covered in this video today. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't done so yet, because throughout 2026, we're going to be posting stuff on all platforms. That's right, guys. We're going to be posting on all platforms. So go hit that follow button on Instagram and TikTok. Links are in the description down below. Links are in the description down below on all videos. And all the love and support is greatly appreciated. And I'm sure you can see the train tracks to my right here. The train runs quite a good bit. I believe it is not running today, obviously because of Christmas break here in Greenwood County. But one of my cousins works for the train department here in Greenwood, South Carolina, and that would be my cousin Rad. Rad works for the train department and has worked for the train department for many years. He's worked for the train department, I believe, ever since I've known him. And he is my cousin Chastity's husband. So those are some of my cousins, if you want to know. My cousins are Noah and Taylin, which are both of Chastity's kids. And then my cousin Rad has his son Trey Copeland. Trey, not the tray you eat on. The Trey that's spelled Trey. And he's got his fiance Kimberly, and they just got engaged literally a few days ago. All of my older cousins, or the cousins in my generation, are now engaged to their partners. My cousin Noah is engaged to his girlfriend Brooke. Taylin's now engaged to her boyfriend Ryan. And now Trey is engaged to Kimberly. And I'm pretty sure I've met Trey Copeland before, since he is Rad's son, if I even know him. It's been a long time. I don't remember meeting him before. I would not remember that for anything. But yeah, this has been a pretty big year. 2025 was literally our biggest year ever. And I want to thank everyone who made it possible. Also, I'm sure some of you might have known I took my first ever plane trip in 2025. In September of 2025, I took my first ever plane trip and traveled up to St. Louis, Missouri for the 2025 St. Louis Miracle League All-Star Game. So the Miracle League All-Star Game was held at the YMCA Adaptive Sports Complex at Paul Goldschmidt Field in St. Louis, Missouri. So that was held, and in 2025 I won because the Miracle League draws 2 random people every year to go to that. And this year, or this time, I won, so my dad and I got to go to that, and his girlfriend went with us, and it was a fun time. We had so much fun at that, and I was so honored to get to go to something that special for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I knew, for it being a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, man, I could not pass that up. So that was a fun time, and I was so glad to get to go. And with the people that I live with. So it was a fun time. We flew out to St. Louis, Missouri that Friday, September 12th, and did some fun events. That evening we had the meet and greet up there at Busch Stadium, which most of you may know that Busch Stadium is where the Cardinals play. So I got to explore Busch Stadium. I got to see the YMCA Adaptive Sports Complex at Paul Goldschmidt Field. Paul Goldschmidt was a famous person. And this here to my right here, ladies and gentlemen, is my old house. That's our old house right there. Lived there for a few years. This is gonna be a tight fit. So yeah, 2025 was a pretty big year for us. We explored 3 airsoft arenas in the state of Georgia. We went to GE Airsoft, which is at Sugarloaf Mall. Some of you might know where that is. And we went to Elite Ops. We went up to Elite Ops, which is in the ball ground area. So in ball ground, and then we went down to Power Ops 2 times. In 2025, we went with our buddy Steven while we still could. And in August, for my dad's birthday, if you guys are wondering the reason why there was no YouTube video for his birthday, is because we were not home for his birthday. We were gone. We were up in Chattanooga for his birthday, and my dad, Eric, is 50 now, so I can't believe that my dad is 50 and playing airsoft. And now I'm 22 and playing airsoft. And you can play airsoft really at any age. But yeah, that was fun. Up in Chattanooga, and we took this up there. We've been taking the truck to go play airsoft because the truck has been our airsoft vehicle because it's got the American flag magnets on it, and honestly, I think playing airsoft is a little bit more fun than paintball. Yeah, we went for the first time ever to play airsoft in March with our airsoft buddy Steven Vaughn. He was the first airsoft tech I had ever met, so he was a good person. Like I said earlier, he unfortunately died a couple months ago due to lung cancer. We went down to Power Ops at the end of August. I believe it was August 31st that we went to play. Down at Power Ops. And then a couple weeks after that was when he got sent to the hospital because he was just getting sick even more. And yeah, it was just a hard time for Katie and Elijah, our new friends. But he died on October 15th at 4 o'clock that morning. So a couple hours before my dad and Christina had to left to go to work, usually they leave to go to work at around 6:20. They try to leave the house at about 6:15, 6:20 to go to work because they work down in the Sandy Springs area. So that's where their office is. So Katie was living at the hospital with Steven. And so she didn't know what to do with Elijah. So the week before Steven died, we had Elijah that week because there was no one else to have him. So we kept Elijah that week, and I will tell you what, he loves Christina now. Anytime Katie and Elijah come and hang out with us, Elijah is always looking forward to seeing me and my dad Eric and Christina, and Elijah will come up to her and he'll be like, "Hey, Miss Tina," because Elijah calls her Miss Tina. Because Elijah is only 4, he doesn't know how to say that name yet. So he's still learning, but eventually he'll get there. And the camera may be bumpy as hell on this road. But yeah, that's the whole deal with that. And look at that, we got some runners in the road. I don't know why, but they're running right in the middle of the road, which I personally don't agree with at all. Also, let me know in the comments if y'all had a great Christmas and what did you do for Christmas. I always like to ask everybody what they did for Christmas. And if you have a Christmas tradition, let me know. I really like to know everybody's thoughts and opinions. But yeah, 2025 was such a big year. And I know The Call of Duty communities are off for Christmas break right now, but next Thursday, I believe it says, on Thursday, January 8th, we're supposed to have Season 1 Reloaded for the new Black Ops 7 and Warzone come out, so I'm very much looking forward to that. And yeah, there's going to be all kinds of content coming throughout 2026. Also, motorcycle racing videos are coming back on Monday, January 5th, at the time of this recording. Because that's when school is supposed to be back in Forsyth County, I believe. So it's going to be good. And yeah, I'm looking at it, and they have not changed out this light yet. No surprise there. And I'm sure some of you might know and some of you might not know by now, but every day when I wake up, the first thing I say and think about is fuck Coach Marchand. And that is facts, y'all. Fuck Coach Marchand till the day he dies. And I say that every day with my bros, my friend Josh Wilkins, and my friends Caden Kelly and Zach Ganayadek, and Ian Crutchton. Those guys are great. And that's what makes us start off our day good, is when we say fuck Coach Marchand. And why do we say that every day, you might be wondering. Well, because that makes us feel good every day, and Coach Marchand is a fucking bitch at our school. So we went to Denmark High School, which is in the Cumming area. They use an Alpharetta address for it. But he literally gets mad at the stupidest things. Yeah, I can't stand that man. Matter of fact, we should napalm his house. That's what we should do. That'd be so great if we napalmed his house. He'd be so mad. Coach Marchand would be so mad if he found out that we were the ones that napalmed his house. I wouldn't give a shit though. I'd be like, fuck you, dude. This is what you get for being a dickhead. And as you can see to my right, they have a little shop right here. They got all Christmas stuff out. Probably trying to get rid of all of it so that it doesn't go bad or it doesn't go to waste. But this little part of Greenwood is called Uptown Greenwood. And as you can see, they got some cool lights up on the trees, on the street lights. Let me get this up. There we go. But yeah, once I end this part of the vlog, I'm gonna go ahead and call it good with the vlogs for today, and I'm gonna go to Jamie's house and hang out with him and the boys until what was I gonna say? Until Donna gets home from work. She won't be home until 5:30, I believe. So we'll go to Jamie's house and hang out with him and the boys. And we'll have some more parts of the vlog on Sunday at the time of this recording. And then every year in April, my dad and I go to the Monster Jam. Some of you might know what Monster Jam is, but they got a ton of cool monster trucks there. And they'll do shows indoor or outdoor, but we really like the outdoor shows. For the past couple of years, they've done the show at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. And last year was a great show. Gravedigger didn't win, but they did such cool tricks last year, and I was impressed. Monster Jam's always been my favorite thing since I started going to it. When we lived in Somerville, we would always go to the shows in North Charleston, and then when we moved to Georgia, we went to the Monster Jam in 2019 at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I don't remember where it was in 2017 or 2018. But I know in 2019, Monster Jam was held at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then they didn't have Monster Jam in 2020 because of COVID, obviously. COVID stopped that from happening, and then the whole world just went into shutdown. And those days were actually horrible because you had to wear a mask in every single place you went to. And it just wasn't the greatest thing at all. Excuse me. But yeah, that was one of the worst times to experience, was a COVID shutdown. And at least you now know what that can do. I was just glad when the world opened back up and we didn't have to be at home 24/7 anymore and all that pure crap, all that garbage. Let me know what your let me know what your thoughts were on that. Personally, I wasn't as much of a fan of that, but at least everything's good now, and it's still out there. But it's not as bad anymore. I don't think. Times are better now. And I'm just so glad it's not that anymore. Because if it was still like that, then I wouldn't come up here for Christmas then, or the boy's birthday, and I wouldn't come up here at all throughout the year. And I know my family up here in Greenwood doesn't want that. They want me to come up at least once a year, and twice a year if it can happen. But when I come up here for Christmas, it normally depends on what everyone's work schedule is like. And it depends on when my family is having to work. What's something else that happened this year? Oh, my cousin Taylin's best friend Avea and her fiance Braden ended up getting their own house a couple months ago, so that was nice for them. Now I know Taylin and Ryan are gonna miss having them as roommates, but at least they can still hang out whenever. And that's what you want. You want to have friends that you can hang out with and go do things with and all that, you know? Last year in 2024, I lost a couple friends. My friends that I had, Ben and Andres, because they were talking shit about me and saying mean things about me behind my back. So I'm not friends with them anymore, and I'm glad. So fuck Ben and fuck Andres. And that is facts. And fuck Big Red. Yeah. Fuck Big Red. And we call him Big Red, that's our buddy Joseph. But he also says fuck Coach Marchand with me and Josh Wilkins and all those guys that I mentioned earlier. But we call him Big Red because he has red hair. So we'll say to him, man, fuck you, Big Red. So he'll be like, Easy-E, what did I do? And then Josh and those guys and I will be like, man, fuck you, Big Red. And those guys graduated around the same time I did. Those guys and I actually graduated from school together. And those guys ended up going off to college and studying about different things. But we have a little group chat on Instagram, so we keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? We got ourselves a little group chat on Instagram, and we've had that group chat for a couple years now. And I'm sure most of you are wondering if I'm still single or if I have a girlfriend. And the real quick answer is no. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm still single. But I will be getting a new girlfriend at some point, and she'll be way better than the person I was with. I won't mention it. But yeah, she'll be a lot better. I mean, my brother Jamie is still single, and I can understand that because he's got 2 kids. So right now, he's a single father of 2 twin boys. So he is a single dad, so he doesn't have the time to have a girlfriend. So now I want to show you a couple things that are down to the left here at this light. But if you look to the right here, that's the hospital I was born at right there. Name of it's called Self Regional Healthcare. And yeah, that's where I was born at. I was born on December 10th, 2003, so 22 years ago. And great, we have a semi-truck going this way. Ugh. Also, let me know your thoughts on the Georgia and Ole Miss game last night. When I found out that Georgia lost against Ole Miss, man, I was so disappointed and pissed. Georgia made it all the way to the championship and just lost in the championship. Oh, and this is new. They got 2 new pedestrian crosswalk signs here, and those were not there before. And they probably needed it though. But as you can tell from the parts of the vlog, last time they clear cut all that over there. And this right here is the house I grew up in. there was a new car back there. I don't know whose car it was, but yeah, I don't know. It was like a red Mini Cooper or something like that. And I'm sure most of you are wondering, why do I not stop there to end the vlog? It's because I don't really feel like it. I don't really want to. Because my cousin Taylin and her fiance Ryan are living there, and I don't really feel like the absolute best ending a vlog at their house. Especially with that being me and Mom's old house, and for those of you that did not know, that's the house I grew up in. Now, for me to end a vlog at my brother's house, that's different. And I will end a vlog there whenever. But my cousin Taylin and her fiance Ryan are doing good, and Taylin's going to be a teacher as well as her best friend Nevaeh. Did you know, fun fact, my cousin Taylin is going to be a teacher at the same school that my twin nephews went to. Dr. Benjamin E. Mays Elementary School, which is right back there. If you go straight that way and then slight left onto Florida Avenue, that school is right there on the left. But yeah, I don't know why there was a red Mini Cooper at Meemaw's old house, but that must be Taylin's new car. We'll find out tomorrow. And I will let you know in the next part of the vlog. But yeah, from now on, I will be making updates on the latest Call of Duty news as far as the newest Call of Duty on Xbox and PlayStation goes. Currently, the Call of Duties I have are Modern Warfare 1, Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 6, and the new Black Ops 7 and Warzone. But you know, it was like that light just changed and both sides got the turn arrow there. And then as you can tell from before, I'm sure most of you that have seen the vlogs remember this school on the left. But that's where my cousins Jordan and Colton go. It's Emerald High School. And at some point, I remember when they remodeled Emerald High School. Emerald High School's right there, and that's where they go. My cousin Colton plays football, and my cousin Jordan plays softball, I believe it is, or baseball. But yeah, they play some sports for that high school, so they have a ton of games throughout their seasons. You know when high school football is. Usually in the fall. Yeah, there's a lot of things that have happened, and it's good though. But you know, other than the things we talked about earlier, I've just been staying busy, you know. I do work for my dad's girlfriend's parents now. So in the spring, summer, and fall, I go down there and I work for about 2 or 3 hours. That's usually how long it takes. And I do some stuff that they don't need to be doing, like all the outside work, like blowing off the front and back deck, cleaning the pool. So I started doing all that kind of stuff in August, and we're done for the season now, but we're gonna fire that back up sometime in March. My dad Eric and I have our buddy Rob, who lives in Childress, Texas, Rob Garvin. He's coming down in March for another show, and we're going to be going to see Southern Culture on the Skids. It's going to be great. But we're going to go to Walmart to end the vlog because I need to pick up a couple things to have at Donna's house, but I'm just getting a few things, so really it won't take me that long. So I figured if I need to go to Walmart anyway, I might as well end the vlog there. But what do you guys think about all the updates that we talked about in this vlog? Did you enjoy all the updates? I hope you did. And if you enjoyed the video, as always, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. So like the video and subscribe to the channel. TikTok, Instagram, links are all in the description down below. And yeah, that's all I've got, and that's it. Alright, crickets, I love you all to death, and don't forget to keep it crickety. And I'll see you all in the next one.